One player US. So I could be the only person playing Jar Wars right now.
I finally have a minimal viable VR cave. The paint is finished, there's some finishing touches I have to do, like add a door and put on some baseboards, but I moved my equipment in and I figured I'd take it for a spin and go join some multiplayer games. Fortunately, the first game I tried, which is a multiplayer Moby in VR, there weren't any other players. Next, I decided to head over to Jar Wars, which is a game I downloaded on the day it released, but my equipment was set up in my living room, so I didn't feel like playing there because I figured this was going to be, 2-on-2, really noisy, lots of fun, lots of laughing. Unfortunately, when I got into the game, same sort of issue.
I don't think it generated any bots. So unfortunately, this is kind of common in some VR games. Looks like a decent game, but if there's no player base, then it's not a whole lot of fun as a multiplayer game. One player US. Asia, retry connection. One player US. So I could be the only person playing Jar Wars right now.
Next up is Virtual Battlegrounds, and typically when you go into Virtual Battlegrounds there's a few players, and in this case there were 5 people in total.
He's not looking too good.
However, for a Battle Royale game, 5 people with a big map is not really that exciting. Throughout the whole match I ran into 2 people, one early on and one right near the end.
Where'd that come from? Nice one.
I was hearing good things about the Swords of Gurrah user base. It's a game that just came out, it's been talked about on a few streams, and I decided, okay, I'm just gonna buy that game, $22, jump in, check it out, and see if I could find some players.
Wonder where the other guy went.
So how do you find the player base on this game? Is there quite a few people to play?
It goes up more depending on the day.
Okay.
Like, I was expecting there to be more people on. It seems like there's more on towards the night, if I'm being honest. Because, like, when me and him were on, there was, like, a couple servers. Or at least there was, like, one server of 8.
Yeah, I only saw 2 when I joined here. There was like a server with 2, and there was this one.
Yeah. Was it? Normally there's more people on. I don't know. Probably because it's, like, a Thursday night. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow there will be a couple more servers because it's Friday. You never know. And also there was a tournament today, so that might be why people weren't on. Because there was that one, it was just a bunch of people fighting with one of these.
Oh,
and I
yeah?
streamed it. I didn't watch it because I forgot about it. I was going to, but I didn't. Oh, that's a moment. You see?
Man, that guy
Look at
moves
this. Look at this run up
fast.
to you.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's hard to keep up with it.
Next, I headed over to Wave, which is a multiplayer experience. You can go to concerts and you sit with a bunch of people and you can dance around and stuff, but as soon as the show started, I noticed I was kind of alone. So I sat and thought about basically the state of multiplayer in VR. And there are a lot of great multiplayer games out there, but with so many games to choose from, there's not a lot with a big player base. And a lot of the newer games just aren't attracting a large player base yet. I'm gonna keep searching. I'm gonna keep trying to find that game, but as I sat there in Wave, watching the beautiful lights, I thought, you know what? I think I'm just gonna head over to Rec Room. If you've never played Rec Room, it's a free-to-play game. It's for all ages. It came out in 2016, so very early on, and it's multiplayer. Within a couple of minutes of logging into Rec Room, I jumped into one of the co-op 4-player experiences, and there were 3 other people there, very nice people. They took me through the entire experience, which was an hour of gameplay, and I had a blast. These were some nice, polite people to play with, very, very helpful, and it occurred to me that really, Rec Room is just good, clean fun. I had, again, a great time. I'm really on the lookout for more multiplayer VR experiences with a good player base that you can just jump into and join a game. And really, I'd like to be able to find those experiences where you don't have to pre-organize with a bunch of people who you know ahead of time. Something like, when you jump into Fortnite or EVE Online, you can just jump in and play. You don't have to think about trying to organize people you know. The VR community is small, there's no doubt about that. But there are some really great multiplayer games out there. And really what we're waiting for is that critical mass of VR headsets sold and VR players so that people can jump into these experiences and really enjoy them. And that's what's going to take VR from sort of this niche sector to something mainstream, is more people playing these great experiences together. Social VR, I think, is what's really going to make the difference and turn the tide for VR. But until then, let me know what you think. If I'm missing out on some great multiplayer experiences, just link them in the comments below and I'll check them out. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in VR.